Howdy y'all, how's it going? This is the Butcher Man with some Sandy Bay Gold Edition. And if you monitor my channel, then I posted a video, for me it was last night, but you guys are probably this morning sometime, of the Holmer DLC. So that's what we're going to start out doing today, just because I think that's probably what a lot of people are going to want to see, is the Holmer DLC. We'll run the harvester for a bit, and then we'll probably get the overloader, and we'll run it for a bit, and we'll probably just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But we'll just go ahead and get started here. Let's see, Hot Rod 100 says he was first one here today. I know he posted that probably like 15-20 minutes ago, so I don't know if he's still here or not. Danny Boy, what's up, Danny Boy? How you doing, buddy? I'm doing pretty decent. Rosie Fletcher, sup, it's Mark Jackson back here, and it's going fine. What about you? I'm doing pretty decent, man. I'm doing pretty decent. I mean, it's always nice to start a stream and get greeted right away by people. So, I mean, it's always a perk. Plus, the Holmer DLC's here. I mean, everybody's been excited about this. Everybody's been waiting for this. It was highly anticipated, and now it's here. I'm kind of hoping something gets adjusted as far as course play. I haven't checked today, so if there's an update today, somebody needs to let me know. But if you watch my video, then you'll know that the overloader, the Holmer overloaders, don't work with course play. It doesn't recognize them as overloader vehicles. So somebody needs to do something or other. You are here. Alright, Hot Rod. So what's everybody been up to? I did some work. I came home. Pretty excited to be doing this. I did play this a bit today, and I was pretty much kind of holding off on doing the Holmer, doing the sugar beets. We have field 20, but it's not going to be ready. Not today like I want it to be, and I don't like fast forwarding time all that much, so we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that it's just not ready, which isn't that big of a deal, I don't think. We're gonna be doing some sugar beets. I don't want to spend the entire stream doing sugar beets though. I mean, that's a thing. This thing's got a lot more like viewing though. Like, if you guys haven't noticed, like, you noticed this, I don't know if you guys actually, all you will have this or not, but I mean, it is incredible the fact you can almost see all the way around this thing. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I think they did a great job on these. I've been using the manure spreader one just all day. I've been running all around the place. Like, I'm completely out of manure right now because I've been running it just constantly. That 20-meter spread width is just incredible. I really wish it would hold more than 19,000 liters, but it'll work out. What's up, Fire Hunter? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Played 7 Days to Die today. I haven't played that since Friday. I pretty much only played that on Fridays at the moment, so I might get to back to where I play it during the week, but it's hard to say. Went to school, came home, just went straight into FS and played with the doc. Now watching you. Played with the doc. You mean the DLC? Did you mean to hit L instead of O? Probably. But I'm starting to get excited, man. I mean, I'm really hoping the Holmer. I was kind of hoping the Holmer DLC video would just like explode with views, and it's actually doing pretty good. I think it was up to 60 something last I checked a little bit ago. So I mean, that's pretty decent for my channel. My bus this morning lost its winder wipers. Oh man. With all the rain that's going on right now, man, that's not very good. This thing is super cool though. Like, if you look out here, I don't know how much, like I said, I don't know who's gonna have this or not, but like, you can see the sugar beets going up through there. Like, if you slow down, it actually slows them down, doesn't it? Kinda. But you can see the sugar beets kind of going up through there, and then when they get back here to the back, they're getting sorted and the dirt's getting knocked off of them. I mean, that right there is just neat. You know, you can see the dirt coming off of them in the little like fan things there. The turning on this is not as impressive, I don't think, as like the normal sugar beet thing, but I like this version this way a lot better than like the actual like rear steering whatever. I mean, that was nice, but this right here is actually pretty cool. In the UK it's raining. Here it's raining. Illinois it's raining. Kentucky it's raining. It's like raining everywhere right now. All around the world I think it's just raining. Rain, 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 you know. How's Butcher Lady? She's doing pretty good. I think she's gonna go exercise today. She's like really worried about this, you know, not exercising bit. Something's about to start creeping me out in here. There's like noises and stuff. I think it's probably squirrels jumping off the roof or jumping on the roof. I hear banging behind me, and I'm just like kind of weirding out by looking around. The turning radius is amazing. Is that a new machine? It is a new machine, man. It's the new Holmer harvester. It's awesome. We're gonna go through we should go through all the machines here in a bit. We might just throw this guy on a worker real quick. That way we can keep him going. See, this here's the slurry injector. Slurry injector, not slurry spreader. It doesn't spray it, okay? Just so everybody knows. You don't know much about this DLC yet, but this actually just injects it. Like, you can see the little injectors. Like, it digs a hole, and then it just kind of squirts slurry into it from that tube. And then that kind of rakes the dirt around or whatever behind it. So it's a slurry injector. So the working with really not that great. I mean, you can see it right there. There's no more unfolding besides those just kind of coming down. What is this? This is the manure spreader, which is pretty nice. The working width on it's actually 20 meters. 20 meters. That's pretty amazing. What's up, Max? Welcome to the stream, buddy. But yeah, the working width is 20 meters. I've been running this thing ragged today. I could probably show you right quick. But like, we have almost no manure. There's 5,000 in there, but that's because the cows produce manure like crazy. But you go over here and look, 1,300, you know, 620. You know, they're just, it's super fat. Like I used all of it today. What's up, Nathan? How's it going, man? This is the sugar beet tank, like the overloader tank, which we can go use this right now. These trucks are actually pretty neat. They have the variable steering where the front and back tire moves. You can change that too. All this stuff is in my video. I know other people are doing Holmer videos, obviously, but you know, I figured I'd get mine out just because I got it out as fast as I could. But in mine, we actually looked over the machinery. I talked about it. We did a bit of harvesting. We did a bit of movement. I even used the grain auger tank for this thing. So I don't know. I think it's a pretty good video, but that doesn't mean everybody's going to think it's a good video. I'm still a little questionable on this graphic they use for this pouring out, like the way that looks. But I mean, overall, they did a good job. You know, I don't know if maybe that was just easier, if they actually intended it to just definitely look like that or what, but Howdy, Kendrick. How's it going? Yeah, this here's the sugar beet only overloader tank. So now you have an overloader for the sugar beets. You know, before the overloaders don't work, sugar beets. So now you have a sugar beet overloader. Which is great, but I don't know how much it'll get used. I guess it will get used if they can get Courseplay to work with it. You know, if Courseplay can update, or if they can update the DLC, or I don't know, something. I'm assuming it'll probably be Courseplay having to do something with their deal. But this thing holds quite a bit. I mean, it really does. As you've seen, the capacity is actually pretty decent on this thing. But this is one of those things you have to drive it by yourself because Courseplay does not want to do it. Any more new ones? Yeah, we'll switch over that guy. We'll leave that guy going. That harvester's new. This truck. That's not new. That's not new. Where's the rest of my stuff? Let's see. Is it shift? Yeah, it's shift. That. We went over that. There's another truck thing in there. I'll show you. I'm stuck in a wall, aren't I? That's weird, but okay. I just have that parked in there because I'm not going to be using it, but there's also an attachment over here. As you can see, my trailer doesn't want to work very well. I've had two different water trailers and they both seem to do this every time I leave it alone. But there's this attachment. If I can get up on this and show you, but I don't know. Oh, it's pretty cool. All it is just a grain tank, basically. And that white thing on the side is an auger that kind of sticks way out the side. And that's just for your like regular grain stuff. But again, Courseplay doesn't recognize it, so you're gonna have to drive it by yourself. And I'm debating on whether to just simply sell it back because I don't know that I'm even gonna use it. So we'll just have to see. Other than that, I think that's everything that came with the DLC. I mean, like, the big thing is the harvester itself. So, that guy over there, that truck should be almost full, so we're gonna go put some more in this and then put it in that truck, and then we'll go ahead and run that truck in. Looks like oatmeal pouring out. Yeah, like I said, I'm not 100% on whether I even like the graphic or whatever you call it, but I mean, it'll work. I mean, it definitely works. I think I'd probably prefer like the other version to where it's like it looks like singular sugar beets pouring out, because that right there just looks like water or something. I mean, I think they just they probably just went the easy way out of it, or the easiest way they could to do it. So I don't know. I would think they should have just used the version they already had. You know, but what do I know? Butcher lady's good. She's doing good today, I guess. I don't know, I haven't talked to her. I mean, I talked to her a little bit through text, but other than that, not much. There we go. We'll just park this guy and take this in, and then we'll probably just go do something else. We'll just leave this guy running. I mean, it's cool, it's new, but I don't want to spend the whole episode or the whole live stream sitting here focusing on, you know, the whole, like the sugar beets. You know. If you want to know all about the Holmer DLC, there's a video on my channel about it. Mm-hmm. 29. There we go. It should be good. You should do Minecraft Monday. I mean, I don't even know that much about Minecraft. I mean, I could, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about Minecraft. I don't think it would be interesting. At least in my mind, I don't think it would be interesting. I don't think it'd be fun to watch. Because it would basically be people just saying, you know, people would be saying, well, you don't know how to play this game. Why do you play this game? You know, you suck at this game. And because, like, honestly, I have no idea how to even play Minecraft. Like, I've done it a little bit, but not enough to where I even have any idea as to how to actually play it. Just noticed where you mentioned our team in your, with thanks in your video stats. We were mentioned. Who are you talking about? Oh, come on. You have to clarify. I think I know who you're talking about. Because I'm pretty sure there's only like one person I've even thanked in one of my descriptions. But you can clarify, that way I know what you're talking about. That way I'm not confused. Let's see. What's up, A-Rod? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Pro Farmer 40. I'm part of his testing team. I don't guess I know who that is. So I would say, if it's in one of the descriptions, it was probably on a map. Because like some of the map descriptions or whatever, give thanks to people. Give thanks to people or something like that. So I would say that was probably a map. So like basically what I do is when I do Sandy Bay, right? So like if Pro Farmer was a tester or whatever for Sandy Bay, when I go and download Sandy Bay and I plan on using it for my video, I'll just go copy and paste everything that's on the Sandy Bay thing, as far as like the credits, the testing team, the download link, you know, all that stuff. I'll just copy and paste it into my video description, you know, because like if he spent the time testing it and finding the bugs and stuff like that, I mean, or like if he spent time working on the map and all that, he needs credit for his work. So I figure if the creator's gonna put it on the download page, I might as well put it in my in my video, if that makes sense. Alright, we can do a bit of this here too. I've been hauling pigs in. If you look, you can see down there on the little map, there's a little flashing emblem. It's basically telling me that there's a high demand on pigs at the moment. They're paying 1.9 times more, which is, I think, almost max. I think maximum's like 2 times more or something like that. So I've been hauling pigs and stuff. CWV90, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that, buddy. Really appreciate that. Yeah, CWV90. Welcome to the stream. I'm a pretty decent YouTuber. That's a good thing. Thank you for that compliment. I appreciate it. Bye, everyone. Have a great night. See you, Max. What? How many man trucks, Butch? Oh, it's this map? Okay, yeah. I don't really know like what all it says. I don't read most of it because I don't know the people. But like I said, I figure if he puts it in the description on his download page, it's worth putting it in my video description. I see a cow. Yeah, the cow popped up, man. CWV90 there. You gotta thank him. He got Mr. Waddles to show up. Awesome. Wonder if maybe I ought to change it to where it like stays up longer. Because it seemed like it pops up and then back really fast. Like to where I barely even have time to look over. So I might look and see about changing that maybe. Might look into that later. What mod is that livestock trailer? It is miscellaneous. Yep. It's a legal animal trailer. I think it just came out of a mods list that I downloaded from another YouTuber. So as far as the link goes, I don't know. I'm sure if you just like Google Fleagle Animal, I think it's Fleagle Animal Pack is the actual mod. Because it comes with this, excuse me, this one and this one. So just Google Fleagle Animal Pack FS15, whatever. And then you should be able to find it, I think. Let's see. Somebody, I think, was asking how many man trucks I have. I think I have 4. Let's just go this route. It'll probably be easier. Yeah, I own 4. One of them I don't use much. I think the white one is the one I don't use hardly at all. It just kind of sits attached to my flatbed trailer over there in that farm right there, Willow Farm. Put that down. Yeah, there's no animation for them coming in, I don't think. So it's just them kind of popping up in the trailer. Which I can do this here too. But I don't see any point in having the cover on. It's not raining. If it was raining, I'd probably put the cover on, but pigs get hot when you're driving, or if like you're sitting or just not driving real fast. Pigs can get warm. Why are you not? There it goes. Wonder why it stopped. Let's see. Okay, thanks. You got your work permit? Wait. You got your work permit today. Oh, from school. That's cool, man. Well, good for you. So is that how it works? Like you have to get the job, and then once you've gotten it, or got like hired or whatever, then you go and apply for your work permit or something like that? I mean, is that how it works? I would assume that's probably what you're saying. But yeah, like I was saying, like when people haul pigs, pigs get very warm. Like pigs don't have sweat glands. Like they don't have sweat pores or whatever. They can't sweat. So like if they're being hauled in a truck, the truck can't stop. It can, but only for a very short period of time. I've actually talked to people, like guys that haul pigs and stuff, and that's what they tell me. Is that they can't stop for very long. and like the sides have to be all open and stuff. You know, as much as the trailer can be, it needs to be open. That way they can drive and the wind can blow through and, you know, keep the pigs alive. Since you're under 18, you need a work permit. Is that from the school or from the city? Someone subbed when I joined. You were at 127 there. Did you miss Mr. Waddles? He did pop up. It was CWV90 there. He subbed for us because he's awesome. Where is that? The train? Oh, we missed the train. Darn. I know, man. 64, that's pretty decent for my channel at the moment. You know, a lot of that is probably non-subscribers. A lot of it might be people that just kind of clicked on it and then clicked out of it or whatever. I know the beginning of it's a little rough. I didn't realize until I was editing and stuff, and then I didn't feel like changing it. Because I did it, and then when I was editing, I realized that the music was super soft, and then when it gets to the point where I start talking, it's super loud. So that's why I even put in there, sorry for the volume change. If none of you have watched it, then I think it's probably at like, it's like super quick as far as, whoop, wrong direction. Get in there, piggies. I kept telling myself that I was going to back all the way in there, but then just now I forgot about it, so. I miss Mr. Waddles. Well, hopefully he'll show up again. We got another couple hours or something like that. So hopefully somebody else will pop in and subscribe, and then you'll get to see him. The stream is lagging for you. Is it lagging for anybody else? Because it says it's good on my end. Now I have, how many pigs do I have? A lot. I still have 175 pigs, which shouldn't take too awful long, but we do need to sell them because they are at high demand at the moment. So I was kind of wondering if the pigs even do a high demand since they're not an actual stock map thing, but I'm assuming since they are in the map, whoa, there's a car. Since they are in the map and whatnot, then, you know, obviously they're doing a high demand right now, so they do it. So it's a good thing I saved them, because the other day I almost went through and just sold all my animals. Maybe refresh your stream, Kendrick. This the right mod. If you posted a link, I'm guessing it probably just didn't pop up. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Like if you post a link, it might just delete it. I can't see it either, so I'm assuming if you posted a link, it probably just deleted it. You love Mr. Waddles. See, I'm thinking about taking a picture, like actually taking a picture of Mr. Waddles and putting it up instead of just like the internet picture. I think I might take an actual, like a real picture of him and put it up there, and it'll still do the moving and all that stuff, but it'll be a real picture of Mr. Waddles so you guys can actually see what he looks like, because he does look just like that cow I have on there. You can't send web addresses. Yeah, like I said, like if it's a link, YouTube might just, you know, tell you can't, or they might just delete it or something like that. I didn't get a notification or nothing saying you tried to post a link, so I'm assuming it probably just deleted it. Oops. It's kind of a rough spot to back into. A little bit better if it didn't have this hill here. There it goes. Yeah. I'll just YOLO it. Yeah, I mean the pictures should look the same. Like the picture should be of that trailer. That's normally how I tell. I just realized that my harvester is full. Better go try to fix that right quick. I could set it up to where the semi would just kind of drive around and follow the sugar beet harvester. I already have it course played for this field, but I don't know. I really want to use the equipment that's paid for it. So we're going to use the equipment, and it's going to be amazing. We'll drive all the way up the end of the field and around. We'll try to start practicing a little bit more realism on this channel, but I don't know. I might try it for a bit and then I'll get irritated and then we just won't or something. I don't know. You'll just have to stay tuned. See how things go. I know that like the fill rate or the empty rate on this combine is amazing. I mean, look how fast that thing comes out. That's awesome. I don't know what the other one is like. I guess we'll find out because I do have to rent a potato harvester. So we'll find that out. Look at that. That held about 75%. So that's not too bad. I'm back. It stopped lagging. That's good. Yeah, if there was something I could do about it, I would. But from my side, the stream looks like it's doing amazing. I probably shouldn't say that because then it'll just mess up because it doesn't want to do amazing. This thing unloads pretty fast too. I mean, that's a pretty good pace there. Let's try to load him even. I don't want him to have any axle violations on the road from here to the farm up there. This thing goes pretty quick though. I think the fact that the header is wider, it does help out. You gonna get confused? Nope, he's gonna go for it. Is that the field near the bio plant? It's kind of the field near the farm. If you see there, it's field number 24. The bio plant is kind of right up, but it's not next to it. This one, when you start Sandy Bay, it is sugar beets. So like, ever since I had to reset the map or whatever, this field has not been harvested. I just kind of left it, which I'm glad now that I did because I do need the sugar beets to run this harvester on. So, since I went ahead and saved it, then I was able to do my Holmer DLC video and do a bit of harvesting on this field. Kind of show people how it works, and it allowed me to do the testing that revealed that, you know, courseplay doesn't work with it because courseplay doesn't know this is an overloader, which is really unfortunate, but you know, sometimes you just got to deal with it, man. Start the engine. Okay, I know where it is. All right. Whoa. Well, now that we have this, now we can just start buying fields and just expanding our empire. Are you on Twitch? No, I'm not. Never done much with Twitch. Actually, I've never done anything with Twitch. I've watched like a couple of live streams, I think, on there, but I've never really messed with Twitch. So, from what I've heard and what I've been told and all that good stuff, everybody seems to think that Twitch is a little more complicated than YouTube. But I don't know. I'm now started on YouTube, so I'm just not going to worry about doing Twitch. I'm just going to stick on YouTube. I guess if the Butcherman Empire or Entertainment Corporation, whatever, expands to a point where maybe I need to consider another platform, then I might, but I doubt that'll ever happen. Because I haven't really had anybody like asking me to go on Twitch or nothing like that. I seem to get enough people on YouTube at the moment to suit my fancy. So we'll see. I'm sure there's a lot more people that go to Twitch versus YouTube to actually look for streaming channels and stuff. But like I said, as of now, YouTube is it. I do have the Twitter. I have a Twitter account. But it's not real prevalent, and I really don't do a lot with it. So, if you add me on Twitter, then it's not guaranteed that you'll actually reach me ever. I don't know. I've thought about getting rid of Twitter because I keep getting emails and stuff about, you know, I always get emails about, well, this person tweeted this, and, you know, maybe you should follow this movie star, or, you know, all that craziness, you know. I don't need that in my life. Oops, wrong button. I don't need to know about, you know, Biggie Smalls or Big something, you know, or Jessica Simpson tweeted that she ate dinner or something like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not sure I understand, like, I don't really comprehend the willingness of people to just reveal everything about themselves on the internet. I'm leaving later. Keep up the good work. Alright, buddy. Thanks, man. Thanks for the subscription. Come back and see me. I'm here all week. Yeah. But yeah, stuff like the Holmer DLC and, you know, other stuff, you know, there's always the hopes that it'll expand the channel. But, you know, it's always hard to tell. Our sheep are doing pretty decent. I'll show you guys this. I've actually been collecting this pretty regular. And these are all 100% pallets. So I now have 5 100% pallets stacked in the shed. So we're doing pretty decent on the sheep wool. Oh yeah, there's my other truck right there. It's hooked that big flatbed trailer. I don't really ever do anything with it. I haven't found a need for it yet, so it'll just kind of stay there until I have a necessity, or until it's necessary. One of these days I'll learn how to talk, and then we'll be good. Really? Now you finish? Now that I've gotten all the way over here? You can just, like, chill out for a minute while I haul pigs. Yeah, piggies. I think we are going to sell all of the pigs. Hopefully during the stream, but I really was hoping this trailer would hold like a lot more. Like I was looking more at like 50 or 60 or something. It'd be nice if it was like a double-decker piggy thing. Kolbenfresser. There's no need for words like that in my channel, buddy. But hello, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I really don't like the intersection. Very precarious. I don't know how many times I've come down that hill and just absolutely wrecked out right there. It's been crazy. I didn't hit the X button, I don't know. Okay. Get out of my way, person. You're in the way. Go, piggies, go! Yay! What is with the noise? Stop shouting! Oh, yeah, buddy. Lots and lots of money. Lots of money. I can't remember how much it was. I think it's like 29,000 or something like that per... No, not that. 29,000 per load, I think is what I get. It's pretty decent. Pretty amazing. I wonder how they did that. I wonder if they actually recorded people just like shouting and yelling and stuff. They'd back up into the country. Back up and get lost. Back in the hills. I wonder if he'll be able to fit all the rest of the sugar beets in that harvester. He might be able to. He might finish before he fills up again. Is Golden new? I don't think so. I think he's been here before. I'm pretty sure I've seen him a couple of times. But I guess he's fairly new. It hasn't been that he hasn't been in the channel that long, I don't think. But we're starting to get quite a few new people in the channel, so, you know, which is great. If I feel up to it today, then the stream might actually go longer than it normally does. But that's if I feel up to it, like I said. Bye everyone. See you later, Kendrick. Good to see you. Come back and see me, buddy. Come back and hang out with us sometime. You have to go to sleep. Did you stay up too late last night? I know you stayed in here for a while last night. Well, there is an animation in there. Yep, there's an animation of it going into the bumper. There's piggies. iRacing. Butcherman, you should play iRacing, but it is expensive. The expensive and Butcherman don't go together. They like collide really hard. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening but playing my tablet the whole time, and I heard you say something that, like, no need for those words in my channel. Is that what you were talking about? Yeah. The comment that Golden made is what I was talking about. Which, it's not that bad. I'm not that concerned about it. But I just, you know, I don't want anybody to get super concerned, you know, or super offended. I guess stuff like that, I can probably just let it go, and then if somebody says something about it, then I'll say something. But I would say not to go too off the wall with it. If it, you know, my recommendation would be don't go too off the wall with it. It's not something I would say, but it's not exactly offensive, I don't think. So I retract my objection. Golden got banned? Butcherman? I know, me neither, but when I start my job, I might try and get a membership. I don't know what iRacing is, so you know, I don't know. You're saying, are you saying that he did get banned, or I didn't ban him? If that's what you're asking, I haven't banned anybody. Maybe he timed out. I look up at the chat because I haven't been paying attention. I saw that word and I'm like, okay. Yeah, that word's really not that bad. It's just, it depends on the audience, and since we have a lot of people in here, a lot of different types of people. I don't know. I really hate the idea to tell him that he's not allowed to say what he wants, but at the same time, it's like, you know, some things just seem inappropriate. So we'll just go with it's fine for now. But I don't know where he went. I'm guessing he either timed out or maybe put something extremely obscene in the comments, and then YouTube banned him himself or something. I don't know. It was 2:05 a.m. in the Netherlands. Holy cow, dude. So basically, for you, my stream doesn't even start till midnight, is what you're saying. Or did you go to bed like an hour after my stream ended? iRacing is a NASCAR simulator. You could play it easily. You have all the stuff you need, mic and steering wheel. Huh. I might look into it, because I do like, I don't like watching NASCAR because it just, I've never watched really any sport, but I figured out how to turn on the mirrors. That's good. That would be cool though. Play a NASCAR game. I like playing NASCAR games pretty much. I don't like I don't like watching NASCAR. I've never watched NASCAR, so I don't actually know if I like watching NASCAR, but I would assume I don't, because it just, the description of it or the idea of it just seems kind of like boring. I don't like football. I don't like watching football or baseball or basketball or any of that stuff, so I'm assuming NASCAR would probably just lump itself in with the rest of that stuff. Well, he says he's done. We'll go put this over here and we'll start filling it up again, and then we'll jump over to him and see what he's doing. We'll see if he's actually done. I think he should actually be done, because there's no, like, center part of that field that's narrower or something. So he should actually be done. But we'll see. If he's not, we'll just finish it up right quick. This is so much easier with a steering wheel, though. I play this on a laptop during the day sometimes, and it's so much harder using just WASD. I would never want to go back to that. It's hard, extremely. You have to calibrate your car, but you know you get to practice, so you can mess around with it, and you can buy your Racing 2K3 for PC, which I have, but putting mods in are a plan, or a pain. Mark Doherty. Hello. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How's it going? Well, that seems super complicated then. I don't know. I don't think that's probably something I'll do, especially since it's expensive. You know, like, I really, really want to get Far Cry Primal, but I won't. I would love to get it. I'd love to play it. Even if I just simply played it on my personal time, like my free time, by myself, it would be great, but I don't feel the need to spend $60 on a video game. So, that's why I don't want to spend, you know, that much money. Well, he does think he's finished, when he's really not. That was quite a bit missed, actually. That's kind of weird. There's so many vehicles. I need to get that mod that allows you to jump from one active vehicle to another. That way I don't have to keep doing that. Like, you get a mod and then there's like certain buttons you push or something like that, and it allows you to just jump to only the running vehicles. How are you and gotta go? You gotta go? You just got here. Well, I guess if you gotta go, you gotta go. I mean, that's how it works. There's only have one mod, and I just watched YouTube video on it, but you have to update the game. Yeah, I don't know. I think NASCAR games are pretty neat. I used to play one on, I think it was Xbox 360. I have a NASCAR game. I haven't played it forever, but how many little piggies are left? 74. That'd be what, 3 more loads? 2.5 loads? Something like that? 3 more trips after this one, for sure. And then we'll be done for piggies. Be done with the piggies. I need to get enough money to buy a potato harvester. I hate renting them, because I'm eventually going to buy one anyway, so I might as well just try to save the money up and buy one. But I'm thinking about selling I'm thinking about returning one of those Holmer trucks. Those Holmer trucks are like 250 grand a piece, which is a lot of money. Alright, see you, A-Rod. Thanks for stopping by, man. Always appreciate the visit. You should turn on the mirrors. I will tell you how. I think my graphics is actually probably turned down. My graphics are probably turned down too low. I might fix it after the harvester's done. I guess I forgot that it was like that, but because like I said, I play on a laptop, and basically when you play on two different computers, basically I'll play on this one and then it like updates that to the Steam cloud, and then when I get on the other one it draws the files off the Steam cloud. So like on the laptop I have to have the graphics on the lowest I can get them. So then when I switch over to this computer, it, you know, it's downgraded the graphics automatically for me. And it almost got me the other day. It almost got me yesterday. I was like so messed up, upset, because it had like almost deleted all my games or whatever. I'm gonna go early. I left a like. I don't know if I can catch tomorrow if there's a stream. I have to go to McDonald's for a video on how to work and the whole deal. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm really glad you got that job. But good luck on it, man. Let us know how it goes. You know, anytime you gotta work, it's fine, man. It's fine. Can you turn them up? I can, but I gotta exit the game to do it. So, like, I'll have to exit the game, adjust it, save it, and then go out and adjust the mouse sensitivity file. That way I can actually move the mouse. I always forget that the standard sensitivity on Farming Simulator is like you move your mouse from one side of the mouse pad to the other, and it's like this. But like the way I got it set up is I can just barely wiggle my mouse and it goes like this. You know, I like it so much better. Yep, see you later, Nathan. Yeah, that's a working man. The working man, dude. Everybody should have respect for Nathan. He's actually going to work. He's only 15. That's a good man. That's a real good man there. Gotten a job and all that. It's good. Good stuff. Gotta respect the men that work. Respect the men that want. Respect the men that don't. Respect the men that work, and you know, disrespect the ones that don't. I don't know how many pigs I'm going to have left after this. But it says I still have... Do you still keep the same number? Like, since I own 500 pigs, is it just going to keep popping out, like, the slaughter weight pigs are just extra? I've never even checked that out. So, like, basically just the more pigs you buy, the more it pops out at a time. Like, the faster they come slaughter weight or whatever. The Bible says love your enemies. The Bible says a lot of things, buddy. A lot. I'm not one of those love your enemies kind of people, I guess. You know, the Bible puts, you know, if you want to bring it up like that, the Bible puts very harsh restrictions on things like that. You know, love your enemies and stuff. You know, I don't expect anybody to follow, like, all that stuff in there. It's just, it's crazy. I think it'd be impossible, but that's just me. Well, I'm not either. I just wanted to make a comment. Oh, you could probably just say hello. Don't hate the sinner, hate the sin. My aunt always says that. Oh. I guess I'm just one of the extreme haters, because I hate both. That's just how it works sometimes. I don't really know how you can even, like, you know, go around like that. I don't understand that concept. You know, you hate what the person does, but you don't hate the person. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Looks like our harvester's done. At least he thinks he's done. We'll have to go check on him in a bit and see if he's actually done this time. I'll bet he's not. He's probably just stuck at the end of the field again. Convinced that he's finished with his work. That Henry, he's so funny. He does that to me all the time for some reason. He'll just jump out and be like, "Hey boss, I'm done," and then he'll go home. He'll just leave the harvester sitting in the middle of the field, and I gotta go get it. And then call him and be like, "Hey buddy, the field's not done yet. You still got like half of it to do." "No man, I'm done, man. I'm done, boss. You know, can you just sign my paycheck for me? It'll be fine." That Henry though, sometimes he's a workaholic. See what I'm talking about? He's right there. Man. One of these days I'm gonna have to fire that boy. I just can't bring myself to do it though. Go for it again there, Slim. 34 piggies. Yeah. I don't know. Religion's probably not probably not a topic we need to discuss, because then, you know, you'll end up mentioning it to your mom or your aunt or something like that, and then they'll tell you just stop watching my channel. But one thing you've got to be aware of is don't be impressionable. I don't know if you actually know what that word means or not, but basically don't take what somebody says as the truth, is basically kind of how it means. Like, don't sit here and listen to me and be like, oh, you know, that makes sense, and then actually do it, or listen to it, or believe it, or something like that. You know, it's the same as don't be gullible. You know, you can't go through life being gullible and impressionable and all that stuff. And I understand, you know, the impressionability of it, but, you know, that's why I try not to talk about things such as this, so that I don't make an impression on people. At least don't make a negative impression on people. I guess if I wanted to be nice and sweet all the time, then I could probably talk about it, but I'm normally not. How many pigs? Only 7. Still gotta sell them. You know, we're still there. I'm not that kind of person. Well, that's good. Good job. You'll make it long in this world then. Oh man. There will now be a brief intermission. Please stay tuned for the following part of the stream. We will now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. Welcome back, guys. This is the Butcher Man. Yep. Harvester's still moving. It's at 82%. I imagine field 20 is going to take an awful long time to do. Because that field there is taking not really a long time, but it would benefit us to have 2 harvesters in field 20. But really, I mean, yeah, not going to happen. I've already got 500,000 liters of sugar beet. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot. It's going to be crazy. Where's my stuff freaking out on me? Yeah. Regular scheduled program. Yeah, man, I mean, you gotta do the commentator voice or whatever. Please stay tuned for the following program. Maybe I should talk like this in my videos. Maybe it'll be more impressionable. It will be more impressive to people. And they will watch my videos more. And they will punch the subscribe button in the face. They will chop my buttons in half with their clickers. I don't know if I could talk like that all the time though. I mean, it would just be something else. Let's see. How many do we have? 7? 7 left? I don't think we're going to make the run for 7 piggies. But we're going to need them 7 piggies. It goes for another 20, what, 20 hours or something like that? It's something crazy. It's a long time. It goes for another 20 hours. So, we'll just see. Got that dude off. Well, there's that. I need silage. Keep forgetting about that. I desperately need silage. There's silage. That's what we're gonna do right now. I've been waiting for that silage to come up. Or to become uncovered. Becomes fermented. I bought this because I think this is like the coolest thing ever. It's awesome. Let's save the game. Saving. Exit. Graphics. High. Is that mirrors? Miscellaneous. Game. Traffic. Blue. I'm pretty sure the mirrors come on like right if you turn it up. Let's just go to high. We'll do it that way. And then we gotta quit because I've got to come out here and edit my files to make them more awesome. Nope, that's not the right file. Input bindings. Yeah, I know. I think it's either high or very high. I don't know. One of the two is where it activates the mirrors. I think it's high. Very high, obviously, they're there too, but I'm pretty sure high will just activate your mirrors right away. Now we'll see how it runs. It may not run very good now. It may just like dog it out now. Yeah. What was that deal? Maybe that'll make it cooler. Yes, I know. Okay. You don't need to tell me that the silage silo is empty. I understand. Silage silo. And I turn them off and still glitchy. Yep, see mirrors. Yay. Really don't think it's gonna like lower my, you know, my rate or nothing like that, so my FPS. It does seem to lag a little bit, but and this is what I use to do silage, like move silage around, because it's like the easiest thing to do. Otherwise, you got to get it like a tractor and a trailer and a loader and use a loader to scoop it into the trailer and then drive the trailer over there and dump it out and bring it back. And I don't know. This just seems to work. This is my preferred method. Granted, it'd be nicer if I didn't have to like drive all the way over there, but you know. When I activated my mirrors, it made my game extremely good for a few months. I'm going to try soon. There we go. Need more grass though. Such a demand. It's gonna take like 5 of these to fill this one. That's the unfortunate part. How much do I have in here? Not a lot. 120 grand. Like, this thing will almost be empty when I'm done. See the semi-mirrors. What are you talking about? Wish this little dude was faster too. That'd be a lot better. I need to get around to filling both of those silage pits. That way I just have lots and lots of stuff going on. They should both be cooking now. Oh yeah. They're both cooking. Alright, we'll set that there for now. Where's this guy? He's down here waiting. No, not you. Where's my stuff? You're still not done. I need to fire that kid. I think he's officially fired. We can change the name of our worker. He has no work ethic. Go to interior. Yep, see mirrors. Oh, that's cool. Wow. This thing's such a cool combine. Ooh. Oh, I was hoping if I turned GPS on, there'd be like a screen that pops up or something. That'd be super cool. I'm betting. I think my guess is that in FS 2017, they're gonna add. Oh, I'll bet they're actually gonna add the the GPS mod into it. At least that would be my guess. You know, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping they do, I guess. What's going on? Do I have to push unload or something? Oh, wait. Pipe in. Move the pipe over a trailer. Pipe is over a trailer. Oh. Not quite, I guess. Boom. Look at that. Whoop, 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 from one to the other. It's awesome. What do these ones look like in here? Just amazing. Go ahead and fold this thing up. I don't really know that we need the header trailer, but you know, we already have it, so there's really no reason to just simply get rid of it. I like how easy they've made it though to put it on there. It's not like the other header trailers. That one you just kind of drive as far as you can until it starts pushing the trailer, and then you should be able to just unhook it. No big deal. What? Did that not work? And so that should have worked. Got our mobile unit. A mobile sugar beating unit. I gotta go. See you in the next stream. Alright, Fire Hunter. See you later, buddy. Thanks for coming. Just far enough for the gates to close when I want them to. Alright, you. You only have a little bit left. A little bit. But that's okay. Really not gonna hurt it, because the only thing that can go in here is, whoa. Oh, I just wrecked my brand new truck. A-Rod says I'm back. What's up, A-Rod? At least somebody's in here hanging out with me, you know, stuff. I'm just funning, guys. If you're in here, I'm just funning. You know, don't be all upset and stuff. No big deal. Nobody, you know, get mad. And we are going to program when I do field 20, which you guys will probably end up seeing a good part of it at some point. When I do field 20, I'm going to program trucks to go. I'm going to have 2 lorries running back and forth, hauling sugar beet to the farm. Because I'll probably just be learning the overloader, and then I'll be like putting the trucks, like running the trucks back and forth, or like filling the trucks, and the trucks will be running back and forth, and it'll be amazing. What's my sheep wool at? If it was close, it would tell me, I think. 91%. Close. It's pretty close. I think once it hits like 96, it pops up in the inspector mod up there to tell you that your sheep wool is getting close. We have enough chickens that it really only takes like 10 minutes for this thing to fill up with eggs. Because from what I can see, this little chicken yard will only hold 10 eggs total. Which is unfortunate because I've bought 200 chickens. So, just means we get lots and lots of eggs. We get them 10 at a time. That's not a very good spot. I don't need it filling me as I'm emptying, as I'm dumping. There it is. Look at a mirrors, Butcher Man. It works. It does, man. It works like awesome, you know. So amazing. Yay. Sweetness. Since I have to fill both of those, and it's a grand total of like 100,000 liters, then I'm just gonna go get my loader really quick, because it'll be faster. It's not necessarily easier per se, but it is faster. Our awesome JCB loader. It's amazing. I've been looking for this silage to come up all day. I kept checking it and checking it and checking it, and I'm just like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I ought to move this a little bit out of my way. There we go. And get in here. What's your man? What we do next? I don't know. What do you want to do? There's like tons of stuff to do on this farm now. Lots and lots of stuff. I got potatoes I can harvest. I got canola. I got pretty much all the crops ready to harvest, at least for the most part. I got enough different crops to harvest if I want to. Got planting, fertilizing, feeding the cows. I guess the cows are pretty well taken care of, but that JCB is way too clean. Well, you know, for some reason my machinery keeps getting cleaned, but I think it has something to do with me switching computers. The Northern Alex. Welcome to the stream, though, buddy. How's it going? Yeah, like I switched from a laptop to my desktop from time to time, like every day, pretty much. For some reason, when I switch, it actually cleans some of the machinery. Like this JCB should be filthy, because this is what I use to scoop manure out of the cow barn over there, right over there. So this thing should be filthy, but for some reason it keeps cleaning itself. And I don't know why. Like, I don't even own a pressure washer. So that's the game for you. Good old farming simulator. The truck's nice and dirty though, but it's been working. Even in this stream it's been working, because I've been hauling sugar beets with it. I'm sure it'll get dirty. I'll probably get it. I could probably get that loader dirty today, but then, like, you know, tomorrow when I switch from here to the laptop, then it'll clean itself for some weird reason. You know, kind of funny stuff like that. Man, that would be nice in real life. You know, if my truck just automatically washed itself, that'd be amazing. Ugh. I just now, like, my silage just now fermented. These things are both empty, but I got them going now. Wow, that didn't take quite as much as I thought it would. I guess I think I did put 12,000 in each one of them, something like that, but I don't know. This should tide it over for a bit. We'll check and see how much it needs, and then we'll kind of fix it. Haha, yeah, self-clean machinery. You got the new Holmer DLC already? Yeah, I do. That's what I've been harvesting sugar beets with. It's pretty awesome. I did do a short, like, I did do a video last night about it. Not really a review per se, but just like a first look. Did a bit of harvesting, looked over the machinery, went over the prices and the maintenance and all that good stuff with it. It's actually sitting right over there somewhere. Get ready to take it to field 20. It's like field 20 is the biggest one on the map, and I went ahead and planted it with sugar beet because I was anticipating using the Holmer DLC on it, but it's not ready today, so I'm just kind of like, you know, I did a field just right down the road over there. How much do I actually need? I don't want to have more than I want. Just jump the fence here. It needs about 19,600. That's not too bad. I think what we'll do then, we'll dump this. I'll just use my little toy over here. Park that. I really like this thing, but it's a very expensive silage transporter. If you want to call it that. That's what I like to use it for, but very expensive silage transporter. Yeah, I did that video on the Holmer DLC last night, and it's actually getting a pretty good response considering the size of my channel. But I kind of figured it probably would. I kind of figured that a lot of people would be watching, you know, watching on YouTube for the new Holmer DLC videos and stuff. You know, people are going to be wanting to watch it and like look at it and all that stuff. You know, watch videos like that to consider whether they want to buy it or something. So I tried my best to present it in a good way. Hey Butch, what's up, Devin? How's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Alright, so if it needs 19, then I'll have to go fill this up again. But then it should be it. Then we can go do something else. That would be a good view catcher. Yeah, I think before I started this video I checked, and it had like 65 or something like that. So for the size of my channel, 65 is pretty good for just posting the video last night. But some of them do really decent. I think when I first started posting Sandy Bay, it got really good views. And then like a couple of other maps. You know, jumping on stuff like that right away is, I don't know. From what I can tell, that's a good way to get views and grow your channel and all that stuff, but it's kind of a learning experience still. You know, I gotta try to figure out what I want to do on my channel, and I don't know. I debated on whether to even buy it in the first place, but then I'm just like, well, it'll come in handy, and I really like the trucks. The trucks are like the greatest thing ever. Well, good luck on getting your 1,000 subs. The first 1,000 is always the hardest. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm working on it. That whole sub goal of 1,000 is kind of more like a joke, but, you know. I don't know. It's not really a joke. I mean, I would like that, but I know when I hit 100, my goal at that time was 100. Then when I hit 100, somebody's like, you should change to 200. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to add a 0, and we'll just go from there. You know, I figure it's a number, that way people come into the channel are just like, well, we're shooting for something, you know. I like shooting high anyway. It's all good. Hot Rod, what's up, buddy? How's it going? You back? The Northern Alex. I don't know if I've ever seen you in the channel before. I think I've heard of that name before, but I'm not sure. I think I've heard people say it before. Either way, welcome to the channel. It's awesome. The Butcher Man Entertainment channel. Let's see. What do I need to do? What field do I need to work on? Field 24 needs to be planted. Oh, that's the one I just finished with. Okay, so it was sugar beets, so we need to go to sunflowers. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. This can stay here. I know what I want to use now. There it is. I didn't think I'd be using this, but I forgot that the the sugar beet planter is actually the corn planter. If I can get this thing turned around. So, I think we're going to use this. It might take us a while because this thing's working with is fairly narrow, but since it's new and I have it, I figure we ought to use it. So, I don't know. We might use it for a bit, and then maybe we'll put it on like a hired worker or something like that. I'm pretty sure you can do that. I just bumped it up to 50,000. Yeah, I did the same when I hit 40,000. Oh, well then you're a pretty decent sized channel then. Well, good for you. That's amazing, man. Well, that's good. What kind of videos do you do? And thanks, Butcher, for the nice welcome. Ah, well, you're welcome. I do really try to greet everybody just because, you know, it is supposed to be entertainment, and, you know, I try to be a nice guy, and, you know, it's always nice to come into a channel and get a really nice greeting and all that stuff, so, I don't know. I always try to say howdy to everybody. Say, hey, how you doing? Now, it is actually a concern when I say, hey, how you doing? Because I do like to know about people. I've learned a lot of people, I've learned a lot about people since I started this channel. So, it's awesome. I've met people from Ireland and the UK, and not really met them, but I've talked to them. So, it's pretty amazing. I've got to say, my YouTube experience so far is pretty awesome. Whoa. But hey, go big or go home. Everything simulator and emergency services related. Oh, okay. Emergency services related. Emergency. So, like, what do you mean, emergency services related? Like police games or like paramedic games or something like that? Are you an are you a EMT? Are you a cop or an EMT or something like that? Is that why you do that? Or is it just a hobby, like an interest? But like in saying that, you know, that the first 1,000 is the hardest, about how long did it take you to get the first 1,000? Since you're up there at the 43 or so mark. I need to take a shower. Alright, see you in a bit, buddy. Police, EMS, firefighter, you name it. That does sound pretty cool. You know, I wouldn't mind getting into something like that, I don't think. You know. That'd be a pretty neat thing to get into, I think. So far, it's just Farming Simulator, American Truck Simulator, 7 Days to Die. I got a couple people in here that like 7 Days to Die quite a bit. Hot Rod 100, the guy that was in here a bit ago, he's probably still here. I played on his multiplayer server last week. And then I'm trying to jump into Subnautica a little bit because I think it's pretty neat, but kind of like an upstart game, but it's still pre-alpha game and all that good stuff. Alex, I'm your biggest fan. You got fans all over the place, man. I've never actually watched your stuff, but I think like I said, I think I've heard your name before, but if I can remember it and I'll think about it, you know, I might try to look you up or something, but I don't make any promises because I always just forget. I kept telling the guy named TBF that I'd watch his videos, and it took me like 3 weeks before I ever remembered to actually look him up. Because I do so much gaming and so much other stuff, even off YouTube, that it just, I don't know. My mind goes other places when I'm off. I feel like this is going to take forever. But I don't think you can even put this thing on a worker. Because, I mean, you could, but then you're going to have to come and grab him every time to go have him fill up with slurry. So, I don't know. But here it's all about Butcherman. I don't mind. I really don't. I got so many people in here, like, or not so many people, but I got people in here just subbing to each other and all that good stuff, so it don't really bother me. I'm not really a big deal with that. Always something to do. Subnautica is pretty cool. I really like it. I just don't know if it's like so much YouTube worthy, I guess you could call it. You know, it is fairly entertaining, but I mean, obviously there's still a lot they need to do to the game. You know, being in pre-alpha though, that's just how it works a lot of times. You know, they are coming a long ways with it though, I think. You know, they've added a lot, they're starting to add more. I'm really getting interested into it now because they're adding farming. So, big farming fan, so when they start adding farming to other games, that's what I do. Like, I play 7 Days to Die, but I do a lot of farming in it. You know, it's one of those things that most of the games I play, I always end up doing either farming or hunting. So, I mean, even when I used to play DayZ a lot, and it got to where it's all about the hunting. Which in DayZ, the DayZ mod, there's really not a lot to hunt. Like, you got cows and goats, you know, and the occasional rabbit, but that's still what I would do all the time. I'd just run around, you know, shooting stuff. It was awesome. That's actually where I ended up coming up with my name too. I used to play DayZ mod, and I'd go hunting around. Like, I'd go running around all the time trying to find people's camps and all that stuff to raid. And if I found like a tent or a car or something like that, and what I would do is I'd take all the stuff out of it, and then all I would leave was like one piece of bacon. Just so when they come back, they would know they got raided. They wouldn't know who it was, but, you know, I guess if I'd have played on the same server long enough, everybody would have known they got raided by the Butcher Man. Or the Bacon Man. I don't know. Alright, we need to do... I still don't know what that crab steering is for. Like, what would be the point in having it crab steer like that? I mean, I really don't know. I guess maybe the actual machinery does it, so they just figured they'd put it in the game, maybe? I don't know. It seems kind of crazy. I know, man. I don't know where I ever came up with that idea to just put bacon in people's tents, but I was playing and I kept raiding people and I thought, well, this will be funny. And it wasn't always cooked bacon though. Sometimes I wouldn't have cooked bacon. Sometimes I only have raw bacon. So, but you know, I normally always tried to make it bacon instead of like if it maybe it was beef or something like that. Now there is a trick with this, if you don't have this and you're planning on getting this mod, or this DLC or whatever, I'm pretty sure that you cannot fill this up without taking that cultivator off the back. But that's how I had to do it earlier, but we're going to test the theory right now. Let's see. It tells me the fill level of my slurry tank in the ground. Let's see. Let's try this. Switch to not that. Okay. I just had to... I'm assuming I probably just had to switch to it. I probably didn't switch to it last time. So you can't get close to the beet harvester without damaging the next row of crops. Can't get close. Oh. Well, that's pretty cool. It's basically so that the cultivator or whatever kind of sticks off the back. Or like you can go at an angle and the cultivator or the slurry injector will be kind of sticking out to one side. Or whatever. That's pretty neat. I hadn't even really thought of that. Well, it's a good thing we got you in here for information then. Because I had no idea. That's kind of a neat idea. They don't really farm sugar beets or anything like that around me, so stuff like this I don't see very much. Like, I think yesterday, I was sitting and talking to a guy I work with, and, we seen a truck, a big, lowboy truck came off the interstate, and had a big harvester on the back of it. He just kind of looked at me, he's like, "What is that?" And I said, "Oh," and I recognized it from Farming Simulator. I said, "Well, that's a forage harvester." And he's just like, "Oh, yeah, okay." He's like, "I've seen one of those." But it was a really big, like, Kloss forage harvester. I don't know if I have the mod or not, but yeah, it looked just like that. So like yesterday at work, I seen one of those on the back of a truck, on the back of a lorry. So, and it was really cool, but the guy I was working with, he seen it, he's just like, "What is that?" So, I'm just like, well, I play Farming Simulator, I know what that is. I don't know. I think it's really cool. Like, all the time I see, like, you know, big John Deere combines, and I see John Deere tractors, and, you know, the big tractors, big combines, like, all that good stuff. But, I don't know. I had never seen a forage harvester in real life. So, I guess I just thought that was really neat. Oops, what am I doing? X. Y, B, So many buttons. So many buttons to be pushing in this thing. I turned the variable steering off because I don't want it to like, because like I think the injector would like slide sideways too much instead of simply being pulled behind it. It'd be nice if it was a little farther back though, and like actually like rotated behind the truck. That would be pretty neat. Like let's check this out. Oh yeah, check that out. We can thank the Northern Alex. That seems like it'd be super difficult to actually drive, but I mean, you're basically just kind of sitting there sticking your butt out, like, to the left or whatever. And missing stuff at the same time, but I don't know. That's pretty neat, though. Wonder if I can manage to do it in cab. Probably not. Nope, we're not going to try that. I'll end up wrecking it. Not really wrecking it, but it won't get done right. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Back up a bit, that way I get straightened. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I had never even thought of that, so I guess we learn something every day in the Butcherman channel, or at least I do. You know, I think I remember like my first or second stream or something like that. I had like Irish people and European people in here having me pronounce stuff, and I was learning a few words, but at the same time I think they were just like I don't know, I guess just seeing how I pronounce things, being the funny American that I am. Yeah, for the slurry it doesn't make much difference, but once you get into beet harvesting, overloading, it will make sense. Yeah, okay. We might have to do some testing on that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll look up some videos about people doing it, like realistic, like real life videos about people harvesting sugar beets. This thing actually does pretty well for it being just hooked straight on the back of it. I think the fact that the turning radius in the vehicle is just so long that it doesn't, like, normally, it doesn't pull it to one side like most of them do. Haha, be nice or be kicked. That's pretty much my motto as well. Yeah. I don't know. I try to tell people that I really don't want to kick people or ban people or anything like that. You know, I'm not really into that. I want everybody to be in here, have fun. But with everybody being in here and everybody having fun at the same time, it's just like, you can't have one troll come in here and just be a jerk. You know, I do have a 3-strike rule, which is probably something abnormal for most people, I think. You know, like, you got 3 strikes before I'll actually try to, like, decide to ban you. I think I only have one person with any strikes at all. So, and he already knows, and I've already told him that he has 2 strikes. The third one he's done. He'll get permanently banned, and there's no appealing it. So hopefully he doesn't mess up again. You know, but the goal is for everybody to be in here and everybody to have fun, and nobody to have to sit there and get annoyed by somebody else. So I try to make it nice and simple, really simple rules to follow, but some people don't care. I think my biggest rule, the one I would push the most, is the ignore the trolls one. That it should be up there. I'd have to check, but you know, one of the things that bugs me really bad is when people come in the channel to troll. You know, you see them come into a YouTube stream to just troll people and just be a nuisance, and then everybody in the stream's got to sit there and talk about it forever, and they've got to respond to the person and sit there and mouth him and all that stuff, and it's just like, you're not going to do that. It's like if somebody comes in and starts being a jerk, you just let me handle it. It's like, it is my stream. You know, if he wants to keep being a jerk even after I've mentioned it or talked to him or something like that, then I'll kick him. I'll deal with it. Which is weird too, honestly. I know for a fact I've had at least 2 people come into the stream before to troll me, or at least it seemed like they were going to. They came in and made some snide comment or something, like one of them said this sucks, or you know, this blows, or something like that. And it's weird because of the fact that both of those people that did that to me, both of them are now subscribers and are fairly, you know, come on the channel from time to time and watch the stream. Like one of them came in and said this sucks or this blows or something, and I just said howdy, how's it going, you know, welcome to the stream, all that good stuff, like I do to everybody. And then, you know, next thing I know, he's saying, you're a good YouTuber, you know, I like your channel, I like your videos, and then he subscribed to the channel. So I'm just like, well, you know, I guess that works. So, I mean, I'm not the kind of person that if somebody jumps in and just starts being stupid, then I'm not going to automatically kick them. You know, if they come in and make one stupid comment, then I'm going to talk to them, or at least greet them, and then if they want to keep making dumb comments, then they get kicked. No big deal. But I haven't had to kick anybody yet. I haven't kicked or banned anybody so far, but I keep telling people it'll get there at some point. If the channel keeps growing, then eventually you'll end up, you know, I'll end up having the size of channel that people just like to come in and mess with me. It's kind of just, you can't avoid it. If you're gonna stream, you gotta expect it. I'm not so sure we'll do this very often on the streams or in videos. Is this, you know, the working with this thing just takes forever on a big field like this. I got a feeling though, if you put this thing on a worker, it wouldn't even acknowledge when it empties out. Like it would just keep going because it's still cultivating as it's going, so it would probably just not even notice. It'd probably just ignore the fact that it's empty. Let's see. Lucky you, my mods unfortunately kicked around 20 each stream and banned 5. Holy cow. That's just the nature of the beast. What do you have? Do you have like Nightbot or something like that? Because I've thought about getting Nightbot, but I don't know. I like to be the one to make the decision. So at the current level that my channel is and the current number of people I normally have in the stream, I can control it. But if it starts getting out of control, like if it starts growing and growing and growing, then I'll definitely have to get some kind of program or something like that. And it seems like Nightbot is fairly popular. You know, I see that a lot. I've looked into it, but there's a lot of settings and stuff like that, and a lot of programming to do. And I'm not real tech savvy, so I don't know. What I might do if the channel grows enough, I'll just start naming people as moderators. Anybody that's in here like on a regular basis and stuff. Anybody I think might be responsible enough to actually, you know, enforce my rules or something. I'm starting to like farm sim. Well, that's good, because if you watch my channel, it's pretty prevalent on my channel right now. I think it takes up 3 out of the 5 days of Monday through Friday, which might change. I might start adding more stuff. Nightbot, depending on what time of day I stream, around 3 to 5 mods in the chat. Oh. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not very tech savvy, and I always tell people that, because like I don't know how to do stuff like that. You know, I play a lot on computers, but I don't know a lot about them. And I ran out of slurry quite a ways back too, didn't I? Whoops. Not even paying attention, I guess. But I do YouTube, obviously, but I don't know a lot about it. I learn a lot all the time. It's always definitely a learning process. But I think that's just kind of how most things are. I gotta keep doing it, and eventually I'll whatever. Like some of the channels and stuff I watch, like when they do streams and stuff, I'll ask questions occasionally. You know, asking what they have, you know, what they use, how they did it. Which some of it isn't, like, you can't just ask and they say, well, this is how I did it. Because there's a more in-depth explanation to it than just, I have Nightbot. You know, some people actually have to write mods or create mods or program mods or, you know, something like that. And I don't know how to do that. Like the intro on my videos right now, the whole carving thing of my name, if you see it, it took me like 4 hours to make that, and that was while watching it in like a tutorial video on YouTube, going step by step. It still took me like 4 hours to make it. So I'm not really technologically illiterate, but I'm just not real great at technology, I guess. Maybe eventually I'll get better. Might kind of have to if I start growing my YouTube. Maybe eventually I'll meet other YouTube people and we'll hang out and I'll ask them how they do things. But I don't know. Surprised you don't have on your beacons. My beacons? Oh man. The ever enjoyable beacons. In fact, I haven't actually even looked at the beacons on these trucks. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to look at it now. I haven't even seen it. I haven't even looked to see what the beacons look like. And I didn't put it in my first look video. I bet people are gonna make a big deal of that. It's a learning curve. Oh, man, it is. It definitely is. I have just been going crazy trying to learn some of the stuff that YouTube requires. Like I heard a YouTuber one time say that, you know, he's like, well, it takes me like half an hour to set up or something like that. And when I first started, I'm just like, I don't understand how it takes him half an hour. You know, oh, there's 3 beacons on it. That's pretty cool. But it's just like, I don't understand how it takes him half an hour or whatever, but now that I've started streaming, it's just like every time you want to add something to your stream, you have to add a new program. So that, you know, there's like a laundry list, this like, you know, huge list of icons at the bottom of my screen, just all open and stuff. You know, because every time you want to add a new program or add a new feature to your stream, you have to, you know, have a new program to do it with. And it's crazy how much stuff you have to get into, how much stuff you have to download on your computer. Where are we at? We still got like 300,000 liters of slurry in our underground tank. It's because I never use slurry. We have more up at the other farm. Yeah, see, 135 in there, 151 in there. We have, like, you know, copious amounts of slurry. So I'll probably have to start using this or the other slurry tanker on a regular basis. I was kind of waiting. I was trying to wait until it kind of saved itself up. That way we weren't just doing like partial fields or whatever with it. You know, I want to do full fields. That way I ain't got to mess with it. And I want to look into getting, really wish I could find some placeable cattle guards. That way I could put the cattle guards on the ground there in front of the gate. So that, you know. Oh, this thing don't stop very quick when it's loaded. I wonder if you could unload this thing. Like if you just wanted to empty it. Is that a thing? Instrument selection higher. Do you know what that area limitation thing is? By chance? Because it says O to turn off area limitations. But I don't know what that is. Maybe that like limits a higher worker to the field or something? I was kind of wondering if you couldn't just like dump this out. Like if you wanted to empty it, could you? Because there's like a pipe that comes down in the back there. But I'm guessing that's a no. Where? There it is. If I can get it to unfold, that'd be great. There we go. Now we'll get fertilizer in there. Because this is going to get planted with, what did I say? Sunflowers? I think it was sunflowers. My stream's going to end up going longer than normal today. I don't know how much longer than normal. Normally I would have already ended it like 15 minutes ago. But I do 2 hours Monday through I do 3 to 5 Monday through Friday, if I can even remember my schedule. I always try to mention that a couple of times, that way if people want to come back, but stuff is normally always scheduled on my channel like the whole week is scheduled. I'll schedule all next week this weekend. That way people see it and they know what's going on, and you know, they know what's coming up. And then like if a stream is canceled, I just won't schedule it, so that anybody that's been monitoring my channel, like the regular people, or the I don't even know what you call them, the regulars to the channel, they'll know it's not going to happen. So that way I can keep them up to date at least. So do you stream, or do you just do videos? Or wait, I guess you already said you stream, and I'm assuming you probably definitely do videos, so never mind. We were just talking about your mods or whatever, your programs to manage your stream. Having brain farts, brain spasms. I sometimes tend to forget a lot of stuff sometimes. I'll probably turn those off. I don't really need beacons in the field. It's just weird. Saturday multiplayer stream, and tonight I upload this next single player. Oh, alright. Saturday multiplayer stream. What time will you be streaming Saturday? And let's see, do you have your own server? Is that a thing? Is there a Northern Alex multiplayer farm sim server? I guess if I go check out your channel later, then I'll find out, but... I guess I could write it down. I'll just write it down, and then I'll remember. You never know, maybe I'll watch your videos, then I'll learn stuff, or I'll get ideas, or... Because I like to watch other people's videos, like especially people that do the same videos, same games and stuff I do. Because it's just like, I always watch their videos sitting there looking at it, and I'm just like, what do they do that I could do to improve my stuff? Like, I don't steal content from people, but it just gives me ideas. That's my learning curve, I have to watch it. A 15 people server, and it's called Northern Farms Ltd. Are there any mods needed for it? And what time do you stream on Saturday? Because I normally stream Saturday morning, but I don't know. I think last Saturday I streamed 7 Days to Die, maybe? I think I streamed 7 Days to Die last Saturday. And then, but I do that in the morning. So, I don't know. Butcherman, you need to buy Bus Sim 16. Oh, come on, man. I just bought the DLC for this. I don't know. The funds are short. Funds are short with this one. I'll look at it, though. I always try to at least look. And it always kind of depends on the price, and it depends on my budget. You know, I'm not big enough into YouTube where I want to spend a ton of money. But I know I need to look at it. I see live streams come up every so often about Bus Sim, so I don't know anything about it. So I'll have to check it out. You do TeamSpeak. Oh, okay. Is all that information on your channel then? Like, do you have a video or something saying this is my TeamSpeak and this is the server and like all that good stuff? Because I was playing on Landy Kid's stuff there for a while, but his server was just kind of dead. You know, it worked for a bit. You know, a few people would get on, like 5 or 6 or something like that. But I think, like, the biggest deterrent was his huge laundry list of mods, maybe, or the fact that, I don't know, maybe it just wasn't popular. I know I got on it a few times, and I don't think I ever seen more than like 6 people or something like that on there. But most of the time when I tried to get on it, there was nobody on there. You know, so it kind of deters anybody from wanting to play on it. But yeah, if I remember and I don't have anything to do on Saturday, I might come check it out. I'll either watch the stream or I'll play on the server, or both. I might do both. I guess if I'm in the TeamSpeak, I won't be watching the live stream. But I guess I could just open the live stream in another screen, but that kind of lags out Farm Sim, so I don't normally care to do that. I've done it before and I haven't had too much trouble, but I always hate to stress the system. I don't trust technology enough to do a lot of that stuff. I've been trying to figure out how to put chat in the video. And I use OBS. So any tips or tricks on that would be appreciated. 'Cause like I normally always try to read the chat, but I don't know. Anybody watching the archive might want to see the chat, but I don't know. I don't get a lot of comments right now, but I'd be more motivated to do it if I got more comments saying, hey, I want to see the chat, or, you know, what are people actually saying, or I don't know. I'm crazy, man. I think YouTube so far has been more of just like a guessing game for the most part. I guess it might actually be faster if I flip my GPS on. Make it more productive. Get my slurry spread out a little bit more even. You know, I've thought about using the soil mod, but that thing just, you know, it just seems a little too complicated for a video game, I guess. Not all into making things just horribly complicated. Let's see. Let's see if it'll work. It should. I mean, GPS ain't that hard. Automatic. What does this look like? Looks fairly close. Yeah. There we go. Oh, man. I'm probably going to need to go let the dog out in a bit. I know if Butcher Lady comes home and finds out that I haven't let the dog out yet, then I don't know. She won't really be upset because she knows I don't do a whole lot with the dog, but she doesn't like the dog being in the, you know, in the coop all the time, in the cage. As for your question, I am streaming Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, usually at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, I think that's right. Let's see. When the kids are in bed. That is, I'm sure that's very important. Turn my beacons on. Got them on, I swear. You can see the... Oh, there they are. That's so cool. Yeah, I'll have to check out your channel later, and because right now I think as far as farm sim goes, I watch some of Mr. Moose's stuff, but I also watch Daggerwind stuff. You know, just for learning purposes, but they are pretty entertaining. So I try to watch them on a regular basis. I don't normally always get around to it, but busy all the time is how it works. Life happens, is what we say. Can I get it from here? I can't get it from here. That's because I'm not even close. There we go. Mr. Moose and I stream a lot together. Oh, Maybe that's where I've heard of you. So you probably streamed with him on American Truck Simulator. Were you in that one a while back? I didn't watch much of it, but I think I was in it for a little bit. That's cool. That's probably where I've heard of you then. Is Mr. Moose's stuff. He seems like a pretty cool guy. In a, you know, southern Alabama sort of way. No, he's actually pretty. He's good. He's a lot better than I am. He seems like he knows a lot more about computers and like programming and technology and all that good stuff. A lot of the stuff. Some of the stuff I know, I end up asking him about, like what programs he uses and like all that stuff. I always end up asking him because he always seems to know, or he does it. So he's cool. He seems like a cool guy. Alright, buddy. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for having a chat with me. Really appreciate it. Have a good one. Come back and see me. We may eventually end up finishing this field. This is a pretty cool piece of equipment, but like I said, I wish the working with was like bigger, or I wish it could be a sprayer. Like if you just wanted to spray out the back, you know, that would be a thing. You know, it'd be nice if they would have came out with a sprayer attachment. I think that would be probably what they should have done. I mean, that's what I would prefer. If they had a sprayer attachment that would go on the back of this, instead of a slurry injector attachment, like a slurry sprayer or slurry spreader or whatever you want to call it. I think that would be favorable. You know, so Giants, you know, if you're gonna put this in 2017, which I'm assuming it'll definitely be in 2017, maybe a slurry sprayer to go on the back of it. I mean, that would be amazing. You know, revolutionary, if you want to call it that. Be super cool, man. Maybe we just keep our beacons on all the time, because this being liquid manure, it's very dangerous. It's like hazardous waste almost. I don't know. I know this was like long time coming, you know, and everybody was super excited about it, which I think it's definitely living up to what people were excited for. Obviously, there's always stuff you're going to find that you could change about it, but I think overall it's a good buy. You know, I'm not trying to sell it or nothing, but I'm not really big on buying a whole lot of stuff, but this is a really cool, like, DLC pack. I think this is about it. Like, this is probably about the same level as like the JCB stuff, because that stuff really comes in handy. As you can tell, I got like 3 of those little skid steers because they really come in handy. I use them quite a bit. Mainly just moving bales and stuff, but they really work. But I think they did a pretty decent job on this stuff. It's pretty gnarly. I'm just really glad I saved up money before it came out, because all this equipment was very expensive. Let me see. Yeah, see, new vehicles, $2.2 million, which I'm fairly certain I didn't buy anything but this equipment. I mean, there might have been a couple other things, but yeah, a couple $1 million is probably about what you're looking for, about what you're looking at, because this stuff is not cheap. Like, one of these trucks is $250,000, I think, and I have 4 of them. I think I have 4 of them. Yeah, I have $1 million just in these trucks. So I thought about selling one of them back because I only need 3 of them. Lee Clark, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Well, I tell you what, we had a really good response on the stream, like when it first started, but it kind of died down a little bit. I don't know why, but everybody, well, I am really glad everybody kind of drops in, at least just to say hello. You know, it's really awesome. And apparently we had a celebrity in the channel. If you missed it, I'm sorry. A-Rod got to talk to him. I don't know if you'd call him a celebrity, but somebody you might. I don't know. You know, maybe you're big fans of his. But we had the Northern Alex in here. So I'm gonna have to go check out his channel later, see what's going on. Maybe you'll see me in his stream on Saturday. I don't remember what time he said he streams. Did he say like 8:30 or something? Usually around 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm assuming that's probably like within a couple of hours of me. How long is left? Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know, 30 minutes, something like that. I'm not really sure because it probably should have just ended already, but you know, I don't really have anything to do for the next couple of hours. But I'll probably get off and just watch YouTube videos. Go check out the Northern Alex. Maybe go play on Northern Farms Ltd. But yeah, that might be what I do on Saturday afternoon. If I'm not doing anything else, I might get on and play on Northern Alex's multiplayer server. We'll see. Stay tuned. Not so sure I'll stream. I don't think I'll stream it though. Like I always say, I'll probably want to ask him if I feel like streaming, you know, and playing on his server at the same time. Is that just kind of how I am? Trez, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Getting a bit of work done with our new Holmer slurry injector, which is actually pretty awesome. It seems to work really good. You know, it's cultivating and fertilizing at the same time. It's using up some of our slurry that we've been building up quite a bit. Probably you should have used GPS like the whole time, just to make it more effective or efficient or whatever, but maybe we'll do that next time. I honestly don't think you could put this thing on a hired worker, you know, but this will probably be what I cultivate with from now on. At least like some of the smaller fields. Like this will probably be about the biggest field I use it on. Just because of the massive, you know, massive amount of time it takes to cultivate a field like this with a little bitty cultivator piece. We're gonna see how much of this stuff we can get. None of that really ever cultivates. Never really does anything with it, to be honest. That's okay though. We'll be fine. Alright. Alright, let's head this back to the farm. Turn that GPS off so it's out of our way. I do kind of wonder if I stream a little bit early, you know, as far as like some of the United States people go, but I don't know. It'll all be good. Late night streaming is really just not my thing, I guess. Not my cup of tea. I did get rid of our milk cell trailer. Just so everybody knows, I don't think I said that earlier, but I've decided to not run milk back and forth. Just because we have so much of it that it just takes forever. Go ahead and fill this thing back up real quick. Or not. What's going on, buddy? There it goes. Oh. Got 129 subscribers now, so we are doing decent. Doing decent. Got to get that good name out there. Get it out there, man. Now, where am I gonna park this thing, though? I don't know. Maybe next to the other one in there? I have that grain tank in there. I could probably just park this next to the grain tank. Guessing this is probably definitely two different things. There we go. Yeah. I need a tractor. I guess that one would work. See if it works, man. See if it works. I was having a bit of issue with this, but it's probably just because I was playing on a laptop earlier. So. Let's see. That doesn't do what it used to do. Sunflowers. The next crop in our crop rotation. Hello. How's it going? Oh, beacons. Don't forget the beacons. And this thing shakes horribly. Must have a bad tire or something. Alright, so X. Yeah, X. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. Put them sunflowers in the ground. It would grow up nice and pretty next to the farm. I really want to start focusing on other stuff besides like just harvesting, you know, because sometimes it feels like you just, you know, harvest, fertilize, plant, you know, just over and over and over. You know, like earlier I harvested a canola field up by Willow Farm that turned out to not even be fertilized because apparently I forgot about it. Which, I don't know, I didn't even realize it until it's completely done. And I'd only gotten like a little bit of canola out of it. You know, which is sort of upsetting, but, you know, it's alright. It all works out in the end. We got so much stuff sitting in the silos right now that once we starts hitting great demands on each and everything, it's going to be crazy. We're going to have so much money. Start upgrading our equipment and stuff. Upgrading our tractors to bigger tractors. It'd be awesome. I think as soon as this field's done, I'm probably going to go eat dinner. I'm getting a bit hungry. I think the refrigerator's calling my name. Got leftovers in there. I don't even remember what I got. Some kind of lasagna stuff. Ooh, it's got like beef in it and whatnot. Oh boy. It's always real good for the belly. Beef chunks and noodles. So that skipped a spot. See our nice looking forest down there, growing up with tons and tons of trees. Is the case private? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Is the case private? Gotta clarify. I don't know what you're saying. I'm assuming you're talking about this tractor. For sure. Why, is there something wrong with it? It always takes so long to get a response back. This is the delay. I don't know. I keep thinking there's probably something wrong, but I don't know. This thing's actually doing pretty good on the cedar. I was kind of questioning it because the cedar's a little bit big for it, I think. It probably needs a little bit bigger tractor to go on it, but it is doing a decent job. Can't complain too much about the Case Puma. It does a good job all the time. This modded Puma is awesome, man. I mean, like I said, I was having a little bit of issue with it. But I think it was probably the fact that I was playing on the laptop, which I'm not really sure, but I think switching back and forth from one computer to another might be messing up my save games a little bit, might be corrupting my files some, because I am having the issue where I cannot sell straw at the straw sell point. I'm just unable. I'm just not able to. So I can't really figure it out. So I'm just going with I don't need to. All the straw I get just goes into the feeders, or goes into the mixers, or goes into the animals, or something. I haven't had to like buy a new trailer, new pickup wagon yet, but I might have to at some point if I get it full of straw and there's nothing I can do with it. I try not to fill it up with straw now unless I know I'm going to use it. Only fill it up with what I know I can get rid of. We'll go one more. We'll go down to that far corner over there, and then we'll turn the GPS on. It seems to work better if you start from that corner and kind of go up that far side. I don't know. This ain't. I'm not doing too bad of a job. I don't think. I keep it pretty close. But I mean, the GPS is always the most efficient way to do it. You're not wasting any time, or in the case of the slurry injector, you're not wasting any slurry when you're using GPS because you're not going over any area twice. So fertilizer is definitely where it helps. You're not wasting any fertilizer at all. As far as the seeder, you can't really waste the seed because it doesn't come out unless there is ground to be seeded. So, I mean, that's just kind of a thing, I guess. Man, Butcher Man, you're still streaming? Yeah, the stream's going a little long tonight. My wife's out doing stuff. Butcher Lady's out doing some stuff with friends. So I figured I'd do it a little long. It is going to be ending here in however long it takes us to finish seeding this field, and then we'll be done. It's turned on. Let's see. Shouldn't need an offset. That ought to work. I think. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. So what have you been up to, Nathan? Did you go out and do anything fun? I can't remember if you said what you were going to do or not. You missed the celebrity. You know, a bunch of people missed the celebrity in the channel. I'm gonna start calling him that because he has got way more subscribers than I do. If he watches this later, he'll be like, what? I don't know. Yeah, a bunch of people missed it, man. Had Northern Alex. Had the Northern Alex in the stream. I don't really know who that is, but they said he had like 43,000 subscribers or something. So I'm gonna go check his channel later, see what's going on with the Northern Alex. Just watched a little TV and then did homework. Awesome, man. That's cool. Homework's very important. Very important. You seem like a hard worker, or at least somebody that's determined to work. So you'll probably do very well in life. You keep up the work, you know, a good work ethic and whatnot. You know, as long as you keep the frame of mind that in order to get something you have to work for it, you'll be fine. He does ATS. Yeah, he said he streams with Mr. Moose. I think that's probably where I heard of him. I think the stream Mr. Moose did like last week or something like that on ATS. I think he was in that. I don't remember because I was only in there for like 5 minutes or something. I didn't really watch a lot of it, and I might even watched it in the archive for all I can remember. The Moose streams later. I'm gonna try to catch it. I don't know if he will or not because I don't never know when he's streaming. I don't know. Alex seemed like a pretty good guy though. He sat in here. He stayed in here for a bit, and we kind of chatted and talked about stuff and whatnot. So it's kind of nice. It's always nice to talk to another YouTuber. You know, when they decide they're going to talk to the lowly little butcher man. You know, with the size of the channel at the current, you know, size it is right now, it's, you know, I'm not somebody that people are just going to flock to or nothing like that. My dad has said the same thing before when we were doing yard work and my brother was goofing off. My dad said you were going to be a good employee for someone someday. Yeah, like I said, dude, if you can keep up the work ethic of just, you know, just simply working. This day and age, like, you probably don't realize it yet, I wouldn't think, but simply finding somebody that's willing to work is all employers are looking for at the, you know, this day and age. Like, used to, it was so competitive that you had to be a good worker. You know, you had to be a good worker, you know, good at your job, you know, good work ethic, all that stuff, in order to keep your job or even to get a job. But nowadays, as long as you show up, then you'll keep your job. I mean, it's a little, you know, the standards are really low, but don't ever, like, drop down to those standards because you don't want to be down there. I mean, you seem like a good kid, you know. I say that in all respect. I say kid in all respect, so try not to take offense to it. But, you know, you seem like a good kid. The fact that you're getting a job at your young age, it's great. You know, like I said, you'll go a long ways in life if you keep working. You know, as long as you're the type of person that you deserve, you know, you get what you work for, and you don't need to be giving it to somebody else. Because there's a lot of people in society these days that, you know, have decided that everything needs to be fair, and that if you work hard for something, then you don't actually deserve it. You know, it's kind of weird, but you'll learn about it at some point, I think. You know, I'm gonna try to never sit in here and, like, try to convince somebody that, hey, this way to do it is the right way or something like that, but I do try to use common sense. You know, like, if your way of thinking states that if I make $20 an hour and you make $10 an hour, then I shouldn't have to give you $5 an hour so that we're both even. You know, so I'm sure at some point you will learn about something called socialism, which my partner at work actually found something. He found a video or something like that of a guy that was talking to his daughter, and his daughter was saying that she wanted to support a socialist and socialism and that sort of thing because she believes in helping people. And basically the way he explained it to her was, he's like, you're in college, right? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, okay. He's like, what's your GPA? And she's like, well, it's a 4.0. And he said, okay. He's like, how'd you get your 4.0? And she's like, well, I go to class every day and I do all my homework and I work really hard at it, you know, and I'm determined and I get good grades and all that stuff. And he's like, okay, so if somebody in your class is a complete slacker and he drinks all the time and he parties all the time and he never does his homework and he's got like a GPA, he's got a 2.0 GPA, then should you have to split your points and give him 1.0 out of your GPA so that you both have 3.0? And of course she's like, no, I don't want to do that. I worked really hard for that. You know, and it just, I think it kind of blew her mind in the video. I haven't seen it yet. I need to try to find it. I don't know. I don't want to try to, like, convince people either way or the other, like I said, but it's just funny to hear people talk like that. You know, I'm all for helping people, but not if they don't want to help themselves. So if you're out getting a job and wanting to work and, you know, contribute to society as a person, then, you know, I can respect you, Nathan, for that. I got much respect for people that want to get up in the morning and go to work and make money and contribute to the world as a whole. Because you'll find that there's a lot of people these days that don't do that. They don't get up in the morning, they don't go to work, they don't care that other people need them to actually contribute to society. But enough about that. Are you excited about your job? Because you start in 2 days, right? Start on Saturday. Whoa, something. Why is my game clicking out of itself? I don't know. Sometimes it just does that. I'm sure some program probably just started and it's just not going to tell me what program. Probably Steam. Steam likes to do stuff like that. A-Rod. A-Rod's still here? How old are you, A-Rod? I can't remember. You know, I still have to talk to you guys, because, you know, you're gonna be the B-Man, the B-Men elite. You know, that's what we can start calling it. Like, if we're in a game or something, it's the B-Man clan. You know, or like, you know, as a group, it'll be the B-Men elite. You know, it'll be cool. That'll be your awesome nickname and stuff. The B-Men elite. You're 11. Oh, alright. You're the 11-year-old from Michigan, right? Because I know there's an 11-year-old from Michigan, there's an 11-year-old from Kentucky, and then there's an 11-year-old from Ireland. Which is like way off the charts, but he's still from there. Okay. I need to make a list of all the 11-year-old, like all the smaller people, if you want to call them that, in the channel. Not that I'm going to, like, curve my entertainment or curve my anything. Not that I'm going to change the channel at all. You know, I try to make it to where people of your age can watch it and it's entertaining and you understand it. And I'm not talking about too much that's, like, real advanced. See, now the tractor just bugged out. Like, my mouse cursor should not be up here. And like if I just hold on to the right mouse button and kind of move around, it'll start freaking out in a second probably. See if I'm moving it, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. We might be getting rid of this tractor. Just for this reason. I thought maybe it was just because it was a laptop, but I think the tractor itself is corrupted or something. I don't know. I think we'll be selling it either way. I shouldn't be having to hold my left mouse button in order to move my camera. I'm 11, I live in Michigan. I'm excited. I said to my mom when I get my paycheck, I'm going to Sam's Mini Mart and buying up the beef jerky. Sam's Mini Mart is like a gas station with no gas, just the snacks and junk food like a gas station. Oh, okay. You want a tip or an idea or just like a plan? BJR. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream, man. How's it going? But yeah, Nathan, if you want a tip, and you don't have to do it, but it's a good practice, right? That when you get your paycheck, obviously the government's going to take their piece, okay? And then if you're religious, give your piece to, you know, the tithe and, you know, your religion and all that good stuff. But a good rule of thumb, like when you're working and stuff, like put some back. I mean, I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm just saying a good suggestion, a good money saving idea, per se, is like put money back. And it doesn't even have to be a lot. Like figure up, you know, 5% of your paycheck or 10% of your paycheck, or, you know, do $20 a paycheck or something like that. And, you know, what you do with it is you just put it back, and then you just, you know, you put it away somewhere, and then you just forget about it. You know, I don't know if maybe you need to, like, have your parents help you open a bank account or something like that. You know, whatever. But you just put it back somewhere, and then you just forget about it. You know, it's a good practice. I mean, you could start it at some point. I don't know if you'd want to start it straight away, but I don't know. I'm just talking from experience that, you know, you would be surprised, though, that, you know, you wouldn't think $10 as much or $20. You know, you might, but I am still alive, Hot Rod. Going a little bit long tonight. But, yeah, you wouldn't think $10 or $20 as much, even just $10. You know, like every time you get a paycheck, take $10, put it in a piggy bank or a jar or something like that, and then just absolutely forget you have it. You know, do that every time you get a paycheck for the next foreseeable future. I have that, and I have the banking thing where the money I earn goes straight to my bank account. Okay. Well, if you know how to do online banking, right? If you're into the online banking thing yet, what I used to do, you know, back when I started the whole saving idea, is my paycheck would go into my checking account, right? Like most people's. And then I had a savings account as well. But what I did is I set up an automatic transfer of a certain amount of money. You'd set up an automatic transfer like once a month, twice a month, every week, something like that. And then what you would do is not even pay attention to it, right? Don't even worry about checking your savings account, nothing like that, unless you get in trouble, of course. You know, if you need an emergency fund or whatever. But I'd set up that transfer, and I'd just let it keep going, you know, and I would just ignore it. You know, when I did my bills and my finances and all that stuff, I would just count that as part of my, you know, part of my bills. It would just come out as an expense, and I wouldn't even pay attention to it. And then you would be surprised over like a year or 2 years or however long, or like between now and the time you graduate high school, you know, maybe you'll have enough for a down payment on a nice car or something. You know, because when you turn 18, you can get a loan, a car loan on your own. You know, obviously if you're not ready for it, it's not the best idea, but I don't know. I'm not really the biggest guy, you know, the best person to be given financial advice, but I'm not doing too bad financially, so if I can ever give people advice, you know, and it helps them, it's always great. What does that say? Lowen J G974 Laban. Okay, man. Shutter gates here. Doesn't really make that big of a difference, but hey, it's cool. Okay, so we've got a bunch of manure in here already. These things produce so much manure. What are we looking at? 20,000 manure already since I emptied it. In the last 3 hours, they have produced 20,000 liters of manure. And probably just as much in slurry. They're getting to the point where we can't even keep up with them. But pretty soon, I'm going to up this to 1,000. I might up it at like 100 at a time. You know, once a week I'll buy 100 cows or something. And then we'll just be out of control into the manure. Yeah, if you would look into that, you know, start, you know, at least get the idea, maybe talk to your parents. You know, that might be a thing, talk to your parents about it, ask them if they think it's a good idea. You know, like I always say, don't just take my word for it. I don't like people that just, you know, listen to somebody then be like, oh, I'm going to do that. Okay, you know, maybe talk to your parents. You know, say, hey, you know, mom, dad, is this, you know, I heard this guy told me this, you know, that maybe I should start doing this. You know, do you think it's a good idea? Something like that. And like, I think the biggest thing it does is it not only saves money for you, right? But it instills the idea and the value of saving money. Because after a long time, you actually learn. You know, you learn really fast what saving money will get you. Plus, I don't really throw away money, but I'm used to is my money I get from birthday or something else goes straight to my savings. Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, I'm telling you now, if you do it like I just, well, what I described, and you don't pay attention to it, like leaving your checking account or whatever, after a while, you will be absolutely blown away by how much is going in there. I mean, at least I was when I did it. So, but yeah, talk to your parents, ask them about it, you know, ask them if it's a good idea. They'll probably say yeah. I would assume they'd say yeah. But, I don't know. I think it's a good idea. But it should help you later on in life when you're actually doing, you know, out on your own. You got your own house, your own car. You know, maybe you're married, something like that. You know, save up for a wedding ring or something crazy. You know, just go nuts with it. But I think I'm going to call it a day, guys. My voice is going to end up going out here in a bit because I'm talking so much. But, Nathan, if you ever need to talk or ever, like, just want more advice for some reason, whatever, don't be afraid to ask, man. I really, you know, people like you, I want to help you. I really do. So if I can ever assist you in any way, you just let me know. Even if it's not in a stream and you just want to send me a private message or just an email or something like that, you know, hit me up. No big deal. I'll be happy to help any way I can. And, yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Say your goodbyes. I'll be shutting it off here in just a little bit. A-Rod, it's always a pleasure, A-Rod. Always a pleasure for you to hang out, man. I respect you too, by the way. I mean, given your age and stuff, you act very appropriate in the chat. So, I do really appreciate that of you. You know, you haven't given me any trouble or anything like that. I haven't even had to get on to you for anything. So you do act very appropriate in the chat, and I do always appreciate it. So thank you very much, A-Rod, and I really hope you have a good day. A good rest of your day. I won't hesitate to ask. Alright, good, man. But like I always say, don't take my word for it. get my advice, but also get other people's advice, man. Your parents may seem like a pain in the butt, especially now that you're a teenager, but I can assure you they've been there. At least most parents have. They've been there, they've experienced it. Alright. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, A-Rod. Thank you, everybody that stopped in. I appreciate all the comments, all the chat, and everybody that came in and talked to me. If you're watching this in the archive, I appreciate it. If you made it this far, you must like my videos. So please hit the like button for me. I will I much appreciate it. If you loved it, hit the subscribe button, and it'll make me happy. It'll make you happy. You'll see all the stuff I get to post and all the live streams that are coming up and everything else. This was a fun stream. Thanks for the advice, and I did leave a like. All right, thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that, buddy. But this is the Butcher Man saying, have a nice afternoon.